This is a short video on crossing the border from the United States to Mexico at the Tecate border crossing. We chose Tecate because it's a less busy crossing and a less busy city compared with Twonie, just a short distance to the west. As Canadians, all we needed for crossing the border here was our passport and a photocopy of the passport, black and white in this case was fine, a driver's license for proof of address, and our original vehicle registration. If you're from another country, go ahead and check with Mexico to see what, if any, additional visa requirements are in place for you. Now, as you approach the border crossing, you'll see a sign here that says cars keep left and trucks keep right. Once you get to the actual border crossing itself, you'll notice a lane marked nothing to declare. Take this lane if you've got nothing to declare. Now at this point I want to point out a few things. One, notice this crosswalk. We're going to talk about this crosswalk in a little bit. Second, notice to the right the gray building underneath the flag. That is the Bannercito. Third, notice the metal baby heads. You're going to see a lot of these in Mexico, and they're a pain in the butt to ride over on a motorcycle. Here's another look at the Bannercito. Notice as we go underneath the concrete awning, the glass door at the top of the steps. Here's some more metal baby heads. And welcome to Mexico. Note this door here as well. As you exit through this gate, you're going to turn right and you're going to be going the wrong way on a one-way street. Nobody seemed to care. And you notice right at this spot, this is where you want to park if possible. You see that door? That's the door you're going to exit out of when you're done. When we pulled up, there was a guy that actually came who moved the cones for us and told us to park in that spot. Don't park here. This is where the employees park. Here's the gate that you just came through. Now there are two ways for you to get to the first stop. Option one is walk through the gate that you just drove through, hang a hard left, and go through that door. You'll squeeze past a metal x-ray machine, and then you'll walk along the sidewalk to the steps that were under that overhang. The proper way is through the turnstile on the far side of the metal gate. You go along the sidewalk to that crosswalk we showed you earlier, and that's going to take you over to the Bannercito. You'll turn left at the Bannercito, go under the overhang, and up the steps through the glass door. Once you're through the glass door, you're going to immediately turn right. You'll see another glass door with an office behind it. And when we were there, there was this grumpy dude sitting at the desk there. We filled out a bunch of paperwork. We left that office and we went down to the Bannercito to pay for the FMM. Now the FMM is your Forma Migratoria Multiple. Pronounced something like that. That's the permission to be in the country. We got to the Bannercito. We paid our 687 pesos for the FMM. That's about $40 US or $50 Canadian. Took that receipt back to the grumpy dude. He gave us our FMM for 180 days. And here's where you'll see that that's indicated. We now needed to handle the motorcycles. So we go back to the Bannercito to get the Permiso de Importación Temporal de Vehículos, or what people normally call the TIP, the Temporary Import Permit. Here's where we presented our original registration and a black and white copy of our passport. They took the black and white copy of the passport. They wanted to look at the driver's license. We had to pay a $400 US deposit, which we chose to do on our credit card, as well as a processing fee that worked out to be $55.08 US. Now, although it was the fee was in pesos, we couldn't pay it in pesos. We had to pay it in US dollars. But when we paid with our credit card, they charged us in pesos at a nasty exchange rate. So we received a 3-page tip and this receipt. Now the rumor is Without this receipt, you're not going to get your $400 deposit back. So now you've got your FMM, you've got your tip, you're all done. Walk back to your vehicle and head off and enjoy Mexico. We'll leave a couple minutes of video here for you to see what driving in Tecate is like. Now, note that there are a ton of stop signs, and these stop signs are not easy to spot. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. And if you like the video, give me a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to see what we've got coming up next.
Final destination is the hotel. Okay, ready? I'm going.